and Now biscuits.
Government commits annual support to Solomon Islands. DJAG launches human rights plan. And PM presents state list titles. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Waira. Thank you for your company. Following a bilateral meeting yesterday, Papua New Guinea has affirmed a 20 million kina annual support to Solomon Islands starting in 2026.
Prime Minister Marape said the 20 million kina support is for the next 5 years. He said PNG will continue to support Solomon Island in building its human resources.
Solomon Islands does send their students to study here. We will continue to embrace their students to come and study here. We will also, the police training facility in Bomana is open for Solomon Islands also to come and study here and train here, and our two people can work side by side into time.
Memorandum of Understandings between PNG and Solomon Islands will be renewed.
We have many MOUs, our border MOU, our trade MOUs, for instance, airline service MOUs. All those exchanges we have that is running, those that are expired, we will refresh them, renew them, and our two nations will continue to update ourselves so that we work side by side going forward into the future.
With more than 50 PNG-owned companies operating in Solomon Islands, PM Manele said there is still scope for more investment in terms of Solomon Islands' productive sector.
This is where the priority of my government lies in terms of the agriculture sector, the fisheries sector, the mining sector, the tourism, and of course commerce, forestry. So we continue to encourage and invite Papua New Guinea investors, businesses and companies to come and explore further investment opportunities in Honiara, Solomon Islands.
Meanwhile, PM Manele has confirmed his attendance for Papua New Guinea's 50th independence celebrations. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
Noting that the fisheries sector is important for both Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands, Prime Minister Manale revealed that Solomon Island is working on a new initiative called the Melanesian Ocean Reserve.
The Melanesian Ocean Reserve initiative will include Vanuatu, Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands.
And once Papua New Guinea, Vanuatu and Solomon Islands, Vanuatu has indicated its readiness to sign the arrangement. So if I discuss this with Prime Minister Marape and Minister Wong, so if Papua New Guinea is ready, then the three countries can sign the Melanesian Ocean Reserve Declaration on the margins of the Honiara Summit as well.
After 33 years since hosting the Pacific Island Forum meeting, Solomon Islands is looking forward to hosting the 54th PIF in September this year under the theme "Yumi Together, Act Now for an Integrated Blue Pacific Continent."
Of course, we've gone through a number of challenges as a country, and we thank the region, including Papua New Guinea, for staying on our side during those difficult days, including when Ramsey came in to help us restore law and order. So as a country, we are rebuilding.
PM Manala said hosting the 54th PIF meeting underscores Solomon Islands' readiness to welcoming investments and hosting regional and international meetings. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
Department of Justice and Attorney General, through the Human Rights Secretariat, launched the Human Rights Strategic Plan 2024 to 2029. According to the government, this marks a major step towards strengthening Papua New Guinea's human rights governance system.
The plan, which was launched at the Hilton Hotel yesterday, is geared towards strengthening law and order and prioritizing human rights. Secretary of the Department of Justice and Attorney General Dr. Eric Kwa, who spoke on behalf of Minister responsible Mr. Pilaniningi, highlighted the key aspects of the plan.
The second focus area is establishing a national human rights institution to provide independent oversight and protect citizens' rights. Again, work on that particular aspect has progressed really well. We're almost 90% of the way. And again, we're hoping that by the end of the year, we can push the paperwork through the government system to get the organic law and the constitutional amendment approved by government.
He said education and awareness across the country is also captured in the plan.
It's promoting human rights, education and awareness so that every Papua New Guinean understands their rights and responsibilities. Our constitution places human rights at its core. It guarantees freedoms, but also calls on us to live with respect, peace, and responsibility. This strategy reflects those constitutional values and ensures the state fulfills its duty as the primary guardian of rights.
Dr. Harry concluded by thanking the key partners such as the United Nations, Australian government and others for their input in human rights in the country. The program ended with the official unveiling of the plan. Pakatambua National MTV News.
The Department of Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs has officially launched its first ever corporate plan 2025 to 2030, along with its organization structure and its rebranded logo in Port Moresby today.
Department of Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs Secretary Philip Leo says the launching today focuses on accountability and governance.
Resilience in the face of obstacles, joy in the shared purposes, and unwavering belief that together we can steer our nation towards a future where accountability is not an aspiration but a daily reality, and good governance is the engine of sustainable development.
Mr. Leo says rebranding the department means to rebrand officials working for the department. He highlights the department's plan to send officials out of Waigani in implementing the organization structure.
SPAs that we administer, so the 20 men are going down there to be based in the province to keep an eye on everything that's happening. That's number one. That's the key reform we're doing in this structure. The second reform is the creation of a section with a deputy, policy and digital integration.
Adding to the launch of the corporate plan was the Secretary for Department of Personnel Management, Tai Sansan. Ms. Sansan said for too long, the Department of Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs was not active. However, she said with today's launch, the department must focus on implementing the plan.
So launching the corporate plan is only the start of the journey ahead. What really matters now most is getting the right team to implement the corporate plan and to see the fruits of it.
She further elaborates on the structures of the corporate plan.
Enhancing local governance structures, improving service delivery mechanisms, strengthening sustainable development, increasing community engagement, leveraging technology, and other supporting components such as capacity building programs, stakeholder collaborations, and also to have the very important role of monitoring and evaluation of the corporate plan itself.
Commenting on the corporate plan, Minister for Provincial and Local Level Government, Soroi AOS, says the plan is consistent with the government's medium-term development plan 4.
This new direction will represent a renewal of our commitment that decentralization must not be a slogan alone, but a lived reality to our people.
Jacinta Doctor, National MTV News.
National Banking Corporation has launched its new product, the Visa debit card.
Whilst launching the new Visa debit card, National Banking Corporation Chief Executive Officer Paul Thornton said this Visa debit card is accessible anywhere in the world. Mr. Thornton said the product comes with microchip that protects customers' accounts from card cloning and fraud activities, further stating that NBC will adopt some innovations that will add to access and security in the future. He said the bank also plans to have 32 branches in Papua New Guinea, adding NBC is a bank for the people.
We want to be the bank for Papua New Guineans, not for the bank for just people in Port Moresby or for Lae, all of Papua New Guinea. And that means that we will get our feet dirty as we go out to the rural locations and provide banking services. We'll be looking to service our SMEs, our farmers, our market gardeners. We'll be helping to with school banking, trying to get kids involved in banking.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Students of Paradise High School assembled 750 solar lights that will be distributed across Western Province. This science, technology, engineering and mathematics education program comes under a joint effort of Solar Buddy, Airbus and Air Niugini.
Solar Buddy provides safe and reliable solar energy solutions. Under this joint effort, students of Paradise High School learned about renewable energy, different sources of power, how to complete a circuit, and make a solar light.
The children have been helping us make 750 solar lights that will all be distributed across Western Province. So children without power at home, children who can't study at night will now be able to learn.
Airbus chief representative said through partnerships like this, Airbus looks at how they can also contribute to helping communities in the country.
And in particular to help airlines access new generations of talent. So doing workshops with students in schools, helping them build solar lights to benefit other students who don't have access to power, but also being able to contribute our knowledge to children wanting to study and ultimately work in the aerospace industry.
A science student of Paradise High School said the assembling of solar lights signifies the role of components of a structure.
When we put the parts together, it helped us realize like one big structure can have many components, especially as a science student. We have like different subjects to learn, and then like we think that they're not very helpful, but then they actually are, because small things build up to bigger things.
Mr. Belzer said this is the first of many STEM workshops that will be conducted across Papua New Guinea. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
You're with National EMTV News. More local stories when we come back. Stay with us.
Chicken kebasa din, ha? Yeah.
This different.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Truka. Truka, true inspiration through generations.
Dreaming for more than the life we know. There is more to what the future holds. You need holy man to walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
The all-new, powerful GWM Power. Book a test drive today and hop into Barocco Motors for a spin.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
You're watching National EMTV News. Prime Minister James Marape has presented 4 state list titles for 14 Mile, Faria, Makana Morobe and 9 Mile to the Port Moresby Northeast member John Cowper and the National Capital District Governor Powes Pakub yesterday. This presentation of titles is for the implementation of the Settlement to Suburb project.
Prime Minister James Marape, whilst presenting the 4 land titles, assured Governor Pakop and Moresby Northeast member John Cowper that the Settlement to Suburb project will be a national government NCD project.
Systematically allocating resource that we work a settlement at a time, a suburb at a time, convert him, give him title, long families, long maska title proper and stuff.
City Manager Ravu Frank highlighted the development of the 3 satellite township 9 Mile Saiwara, 14 Mile and Buswara Faria is a testament of NCD's commitment to upgrade settlements to suburbs.
This is not just a plan on paper. We are already seeing remarkable progress. The new police station just over there is operational. The modern market is bustling with activity, and foundational work for the district of hospital is also underway.
Mr. Frank said NCDC, in partnership with John Cowper, are laying the groundwork for a multi-sectoral development that will include residential, commercial, and light industrial zones, all designed to create jobs and stimulate local economy. He said the vision for this township is a 5 to 6 year journey, and it will require collaboration and hard work of everyone. And City Governor Powes Pakop said they will need national government's assistance to carry out the project.
But if the provinces are not working now, people will come. Prime Minister, Mina, all open member, Mina, NCDC, we can look after our people if you support people. supporting people. Look at the people.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, National Capital District Commission City Manager Ravu Frank said the government and city authority had faced significant challenges in urban development, unplanned growth, informal settlements, and a shortage of service land in Port Moresby.
City Manager Ravu Frank said turning settlements into livable suburbs is a complex start, adding this must be taken with determination and clear vision. Mr. Frank said settlement to suburb program for NCD Governor Powes Pakop is a bold and decisive response to take on these challenges.
It's not just about building houses, it's about building communities. It's about formalizing a future where every family has access to modern infrastructure, essential services.
He added the Commission will need more money and resources to convert settlement to suburb program, adding to the cost of transforming settlements to suburb. NCD Governor Powes Pakop said they have converted about 60% of 9 Mile Quarry into planned suburb, spending over 25 million kina for surveying, drainage and road construction. Pakop said, however, more money will be needed to bring power and sewage system into the areas, where he further called for the national government support to make this project a success. Amanda Ilaitia, National EMTV News.
6 police vehicles were presented to the NCD Police Command to boost police operations in the nation's capital.
NCD Governor Powes Pakop presented 6 new police vehicles to boost law and order ahead of PNG's 50th independence anniversary on September 16. The handover, attended by officials, police and citizens, highlighted government and police partnership. Pakop said the support was vital as Port Moresby prepares to host major Golden Jubilee event with large public gatherings.
Safety and security is the foundation of any progress in any nation and any country. Investors won't come if there is no security. Your quality of life will not improve if there is no safety and security. That of your family, you will live abnormal life because you are not free to go Kamlo, walking something like what you plan professionally or personally.
He said that police presence and mobility were essential to ensuring peace and order during the celebrations, urging officers to use the vehicles responsibly to serve the public.
I want to assure all our people that we are taking all effort to ensure that safety and security is guaranteed in our capital city, this important milestone of our country, our journey 50 years. Our people can celebrate peacefully, respecting each other, marking the occasion of our country. This 16 September this year is not about James Marapeo, Powes Pakop, Peter O'Neill, late Rabina Maliwo. It's not about John Kaupao. It's about our people, our country, our journey, our story, our moment in time.
The donation is part of the ongoing efforts to improve policing capacity in the capital and create a safe environment for residents and visitors during the historic occasion. Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
Following the presentation of police vehicles, NCD Governor Powes Pakop has urged settlement residents to respect the law and assist police in maintaining order.
He said the city faced recurring ethnic clashes and law and order problems which threaten public safety and community. Pakop stressed the government support, including the provision of vehicles, would only be effective if citizens cooperated with law enforcement.
Police are established front line, but ladies and gentlemen, under the command of ACP and METSUP, we have only about 500 men and women active in our capital city. And that 500 men and women, since I became governor in 2002, have same yet. Population in our capital city has increased, but manpower in terms of frontline policing is still the same. And that equation is wrong. National government must invest in our capital city because our capital city is critical to the entire nation.
He warned that individuals who continue to disregard the law risk facing tougher police action. The governor called on residents to take responsibility for their community as the city prepares for its 50th independence anniversary celebrations.
Line Blue Milo settlement, Emin Toponisia, Line Blue Milo 8 Mile. Me mobilize him, bulldozer na. All grade up in his law. Rouse him, you blood, sa line. Walking big at law 8 Mile. All policy ready, me yet by driving dozer na, guantab na. Rouse him, you said you walking trouble. Remember, notice I'm talking. Enough. I think people are easy. So, warning me give him, you mean now. If you have not had it before, me give him now. Those who have been involved in ethnic conflict, yeah. Now, zero tolerance. You walk him. Who said start him? People come now. Rouse him, house blow you now. You pain in place na po. Emtason.
Jonathan Sibona, National, EMTV News.
IBS University hosted the second intercollegiate business pitch competition today under the theme Green Growth Innovation. 4 other universities also participated, including the host university.
The pitching competition was first introduced in 2024, which saw IBS University, Pacific Adventist University, Western Pacific University, Divine Word and UPNG competed. IBSU Vice-Chancellor Professor Ramachandran said the competition in 2025 aims to stimulate young minds to develop eco-friendly solutions to address environmental challenges while driving economic growth and social progress. IBSU Head of School of Business, Dr. Duga Prasad, shared similar sentiments. Executive Director for PNG Women's Business Resource Center, Ellie Webb, highlighted the importance of innovation and its market potential. Ms. Webb encouraged students to make use of such opportunity. The first presenter was Leslie Sapa from PAU. Mr. Sapa presented on eco-friendly banana pad for women. The competition ended today. Pakatambua National, EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the NASFund market report. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2404 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.3595 US, $0.3583 Australian dollars, 0.1918 euro, 33.97 Japanese yen. Looking at the commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed lower, copra closed unchanged, palm oil closed unchanged, crude oil is trading higher, copper closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News returns after the break. Stay tuned.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFund. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Telecom is offering 2 phones at one price. This is the Telecom 121 and Telecom A551, bundled at the price of 199 kina. T121 phone features include 4G compatibility and camera, while the A551 phone features dual SIM and an AF camera. Great value and PNG owned sure feels good. Drop into your nearest Telecom store or kiosk today to grab that pair-perfect phone deal.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Truka. Truka, true inspiration through generations.
The GWM Tank 300 has all the amazing creature comforts you want. And it really loves going off-road. Hop into Brewery Motors for a spin. Book a test drive today.
Join me on House and Home for all your home and lifestyle improvements.
It's not rocket science. And many of these things too, I didn't go to school, I teach myself.
From Hot Talk Mom, health and fitness, interest stories, gardening tips, out and about, pet care, and many more. Join me every Tuesday, 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Moving to overseas news, a Ukrainian man has been arrested in Italy over his suspected role in a blast that damaged the Nord Stream gas pipeline between Russia and Germany in 2022.
The 49-year-old was arrested after Italian police raided a village near the country's Adriatic coast. He will soon be handed over to authorities in Germany. Prosecutors there say they believe the man is part of a group who placed explosives on the pipeline and is believed to have been one of the coordinators. The undersea explosions damaged the pipelines that were built to carry Russian natural gas to Germany.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says he will resume negotiations for the release of all hostages held in Gaza, but only on terms acceptable to Israel.
Ceasefires can take time. Gazans sometimes have seconds. Displaced people at a camp in Deir al-Balah barely made it to the street before the airstrike hit. No one was killed or injured, but those returning to their obliterated shelters and belongings found they, themselves, were the only things left of their lives. We lost our home, said Mohammed al-Khalud. Now I have to find mattresses, food, water. I can't take it anymore. They gave us 3 minutes and I got the children out. This is the area they said was safe. In Gaza City, the bombing has intensified since Hamas agreed to a ceasefire deal. Israel has vowed to press ahead with plans to seize the city. Its prime minister said tonight that starting negotiations didn't mean stopping its offensive, seen by many as a more powerful tool to pressure Hamas into concessions.
I came here to approve the plans for taking control of Gaza City and defeating Hamas. In parallel, I gave instructions to begin immediate negotiations for the release of all our hostages and the end of the war, on conditions that are acceptable for Israel. Those two things, the defeat of Hamas and the release of all our hostages, go hand in hand.
Just as striking was what Mr. Netanyahu didn't say. He didn't accept the ceasefire proposal Hamas has already agreed to, instead suggesting he'd negotiate a different deal on Israel's terms. How this war ends will determine Benjamin Netanyahu's political future, with a deal now waiting on the table and public pressure building at home. For how long can he hold out for better terms?
There's a number of elements here. One is definitely Donald Trump. He's the wild card. And if Donald Trump calls up Netanyahu and says, Bibi, end the war, take the deal, or else, Netanyahu is going to take that deal. Number two is if Netanyahu, and he's very sensitive to public opinion, if he starts to see the numbers shift and his numbers dip when right now they're actually up, he might say, okay, this is also a time to pivot.
Today, Gaza City had a small anti-war protest of its own. Gazans are balanced again on the knife edge of another ceasefire deal, another military offensive. The conditions imposed by this war, inescapable. The conditions for ending it, still out of reach.
Ukrainian officials say Russia launched a total of 574 drones and 40 missiles during an attack. One struck a US-owned electronics firm.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says it's a telling indicator of Russia's intentions to disrupt negotiations to broker a peace agreement.
The Russians knew exactly where they were hitting, and it was a missile strike. We believe that it was a targeted strike specifically on American property here in Ukraine, on American investments. A very indicative strike, like this whole massive attack, just when the world expects a clear answer from the Russians, an answer regarding the negotiations to end the war.
The US President Donald Trump greeted his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin in Alaska a week ago. Then he hosted the Ukrainian president along with 7 European leaders at the White House on Monday. Mr. Trump flagged a face-to-face meeting would soon take place between Mr. Putin and Mr. Zelensky, but the Kremlin hasn't committed to it. It says it's willing to go ahead if certain conditions are met, including who is involved in the process.
Our president has repeatedly said that he is ready to meet, including with Mr. Zelensky, with the understanding that all issues that require consideration at the highest level will be well worked out. When and if, hopefully when, it comes to signing future agreements, the issue of the legitimacy of the person who signs these agreements from the Ukrainian side will be resolved.
Australian emergency services had a busy night after torrential rain lashed parts of New South Wales, with some parts of the western areas receiving more than 200 million millimetres in just 24 hours.
Thankfully, we have a break in the showers now, Dan, which is a relief. And rain has eased overnight, only about 15 millimetres overnight. But it came on top of some record-breaking falls. August is one of the driest months on the calendar on the coast. But we had 148 millimetres to 9 a.m. Thursday, which is the record since records began in 1871. And we've had 86 millimetres since. So that, of course, has meant that we've had some riverine rises. All the mid-north coast rivers are at minor flood level, and there are some closed roads, and we saw a school evacuated yesterday. So there have been some big impacts. The SES has had 627 jobs statewide, 12 of them flood rescues, but most of them are for leaking roofs. So we spoke to a resident in Port Macquarie last night where her roof was getting tarped over by an SES crew, and she described what it was like when that water came into her home. Here's Hayley Lawrence.
So we had water coming in. We had about 3 inches of water in our laundry and bottom part of our house. And then we had water coming in through all of our side windows. So we had our kitchen starting to flood and our bedroom starting to flood.
Well, thankfully that rain, as we said, has eased, but there are still quite a few watch and act warnings by the SES. In our area, we've also got strong winds forecast from the Macquarie coast right down to the Illawarra coast, and that can uproot trees in this very sodden earth. But of most concern is the Gunnedah region. So Gunnedah residents have been told to prepare to isolate. So the Namoy River there is now at the level of 6.14 metres. That's expected to exceed moderate flood levels of 7.6 metres later tonight, and expecting major flooding into tomorrow. So Gunnedah is the area of most concern. So the SES are begging people not to drive into floodwaters. They tell people that they should plan their trips on live traffic and hazards near me, but also to exercise some caution.
National EMTV News returns with Truka Sports. Details after the break.
challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
What if every drop of waste oil you poured away could turn into something worse?
50,000 litres of oil is believed to have spilled into the sea.
Waste oil doesn't just disappear. It seeps into our rivers, poisons our land, and suffocates wildlife. Every drop counts, and every drop adds up. With Dunlop, we can recycle used oil to prevent this destruction. Recycling oil not only cleans our environment, but also reduces the need for new resources, saving energy and protecting ecosystems. Let us handle your waste oil and help protect our environment for generations to come.
Soft and lovely hair growth cream. The new way to nourish your hungry hair. The first hair growth cream with natural origins. No silicone, overload of nutrients, an incredibly melted texture that is instantly absorbed by your hair. Available at Trends Essential Beauty Shop in Bryant Bell Plaza, Gordon's, and Eliseo Rainbow, Trends Salons, and all retail shops near you.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets. Tune in to Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Truka Sports.
Welcome to Truka Sports. The inaugural One Soul Prime Minister's Charity Golf Challenge took place today at the Royal Port Moresby Golf Club, with Prime Ministers of Solomon Islands and Papua New Guinea participating in the event.
Prime Minister James Marape stressed the significance of the event for the two Pacific Island countries and also expressed his appreciation to the sponsors for their support.
Charity encourage sport, encourage community. The name One Soul means we're from the same space. We coexist even before, as I said last night, before 1975 for us and 1978 for yourself, as we gained world independence. We were people living in the same space, same sea, same culture, interreacting since our ancestors first dawned in our part of the world.
Prime Minister Marape emphasized the importance of the charity golf event, noting that it was held to support the Solomon Islands.
In Solomon Islands, we have something called local partnership. If we continue to invest there, please pick up Solomon Island businesses and be partners to them. So you have local stakeholders as well as Papua New stakeholders. We coexist in partnering them, doing business together, existing side by side. But any one of you out here from PNG side, please join me in our next return visit to Honeyrat for the One Soul game next time around.
Prime Minister of Solomon Islands thanked Prime Minister James Marape for hosting the event and expressed his readiness for organizing a similar charity tournament in Honiara in the future for a good cause.
First, our Commissioner here in Port Moresby for this initiative. The One Soul Prime Minister's Goal Challenge, the inaugural competition. Thank you for hosting us. But also, Prime Minister, thank you so much for this invitation to visit Port Moresby. I really enjoy it.
Proceeds from the charity golf event will be donated to Honiara. The Solomon Islands government is pleased and grateful for the generous contribution.
It's deep, and my government is committed to deepening that relationship further, to enhance collaboration on what we are already collaborating on, but also through sports. Sports breeds friendship, unity, and collaboration. Hence the importance of this inaugural golf competition between yourself and myself. We look forward to hosting you in Honiara.
Joel Mipari, Truka Sports.
Lay Biscuit Company brand ambassador and PNG International Alex Johnston arrived in Port Moresby today.
Johnson was accompanied by two fellow NRL players, Sean Lane and Billy Chikrikas. As the brand ambassador for the Lever brand, Johnson and his two fellow members will be involved in supporting community engagement initiatives, conducting local school rugby clinic and promoting locally manufactured PNG products by Lay Biscuit Company Limited.
Yeah, I love it. I love coming back whenever I get the opportunity, thanks to Lay Biscuit. And the people always give me a warm welcome, as you can see here at the airport. And yeah, I can't wait to get amongst especially the school kids. I think on Monday we've got a visit there and run a clinic there. So looking forward to that, and just have a good weekend back here at Port Moresby. Yeah.
Being the NRL top try scorer, Johnson encouraged young rugby league fanatics to take the sport seriously.
Yeah, obviously keep chasing your dreams, never give up, stay in school. That's the main message I'll probably say for this week. So if you go to school, I might actually visit your school one day. So there's a message for you. So just keep doing your best. If it's footy or whatever it is, just always do your best.
With the Pacific Championships coming up, Johnson says he is looking forward to it.
Hopefully, I've got one more game. Hopefully get through that. No issues, no injuries, and I'll definitely be playing. I missed out last year with my injury last year, so hopefully I can come back and get to play in front of my home fans.
Jonathan Sibona, Truka Sports.
We'll be back with more of Truka Sports after the break. Stay with us.
Truka Sports.
Chicken's the best idea. Yum.
This stuff, right?
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Two bags for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
The all-new GWM Power has the best-in-class pulling power. Book a test drive today and hop into Broco Motors for a spin.
Tell him shorty come get it. Come grind on me, but met it. Mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring that groove down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring that groove down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi bottle. Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi bottle.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck. like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
We engage with the civil society and then everyone so that we discuss and come up with solutions.
So if the meaning of education is changed, then that means the business of education is every morning.
Monday night on In Focus, we feature the PNG Christian Professional Network 6-monthly dialogue, which is supported by the Australian government through the PNGO's partnership. We stop one time, side by side, step by step.
That policy of friend to all and enemy to none is difficult.
Collaborative convergence is when you have humans and AIs on teams working on projects.
That's on Monday night.
MTV proudly wishes Papua New Guinea a happy 50th anniversary.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Truka. Truka, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Truka Sports. The Oktedi Infrastructure Support Services organised interdivisional basketball tournament is heating up in Tabubil Indoor Sports Stadium with the focus on keeping the employees fit and healthy.
The Oktedi Infrastructure Support Services Division facilitates various sporting events annually. Competition coordinator Lucas Camilo said this year they have basketball competition with 30 open mixed teams competing for the title.
Competition that we running and wellness program Oktedi that we are running every annually. That we are running program on Workman Mary that only must come take part on play game. Long LP Mollet, long staff fit, now go walk.
Tucked away in the misty township of Tabubil in between Clouds Land Hotel and Country Club, the Oktedi Indoor Sports Stadium comes alive every evening from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Program in Blaster running weekdays station, Monday to Friday. You miss running every evening. You miss starting long 6 o'clock, now finish long 8 o'clock p.m.
The competition serves as a uniting factor for employees to wind down their busy day with families and friends. The competition is into week 5 of round 1 with 10 more rounds to go before they round off the regular rounds.
Now we've got 10 more weeks before going into a knockout and then the final.
Lucas also added that they will have a 2-week break to join the rest of the Tabubil community in commemorating the country's 50th independence anniversary with a week-long celebration.
We'll focus on that big event that come up because we have a 1-week program that we are hosting. So we have planned to put 2 weeks off for this competition and then we all will focus on the main event.
Malinta Yopolo, Truka Sports.
Truka Sports ends on that note. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Truka Sports. Truka Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Truka. Truka, true inspiration through generations.
Telecom is giving its customers nationwide a chance to win 100,000 kina worth of cash prizes. Every week, Telecom will be giving away 500 kina to 10 lucky winners. And our major cash prize of 50,000 kina will be shared to 4 lucky winners from PNG's 4 regions. Plus runner-up consolation prizes for 1,000 participants for data bonus prize. Get your entries to go into the draw to win big. Telecom, great value, and PNG owned, sure feels good.
The GWM Tank 500 has a super luxurious interior with 7 family-friendly seats, and it really loves going off-road. Book a test drive today and hop into Barocco Motors for a spin.
Hello everyone, wherever you are in Papua New Guinea. Join me from the 23rd of August this year to September the 16th, where I will bring you all the events and activities marking our 50th independence anniversary celebrations. So stay at home, the comfort of your home. There'll be at least 7 major events on TV1, as NBC TV and MTV, where I will be bringing all of that to you.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The MoneyPlus weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy with possible few showers. Daru, cloudy periods with occasional rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Karama, partly cloudy skies with few showers. Alotau, partly cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Popondetta, partly cloudy with possible evening showers.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
Before we go, SP Brewery has launched its marketing initiative to celebrate Papua New Guinea's 50th independence anniversary. The initiative is known as Born and Raised, a campaign for its flagship brand.
The launch of the Born and Raised campaign for SP Brewery's flagship brand, SP Lager. Managing Director for SP Brewery, Ed Wegemans, said during the launch at the Port Moresby office today that the campaign is to celebrate Papua New Guinea's independence and foster community togetherness.
To celebrate the achievement of this milestone, we have developed a campaign that features the national beer of Papua New Guinea, SP Lager, as the hero. Campaign elements include a specially designed 50th anniversary logo that is featured in all our brand activities in the market, including our fleet and in all media, a limited edition and collectible packaging on both bottles and cans.
Senior brand manager Keith Ahmed said the campaign aligns with SP Brewery's purpose of brewing the joy of true togetherness.
As part of this, we have expanded our footprint not only in outlets across the nation, but also in partnership with local SMEs through billboards, in-store displays, and as Ed mentioned, even vehicle branding. And this is to showcase our 50th independence imagery.
Mr. Ahmed further said the company is also doing advertisements online, but with great care.
Google ad campaigns and Facebook video ads, which are carefully directed at audiences 18 years and older, ensuring responsible marketing.
Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
Well, that was the news, sports and weather for Friday, the 22nd of August, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and be safe. Bye for now.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
Coming up next. At 7 p.m., Elite Music Zone. 8 p.m., Talk PC News Headlines, followed by AFL Premiership Season. 11 p.m., National MTV News Replay, and 12 a.m., One News.